Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the newest Dice character, Alchemist. Give me one moment, I'm going to get unboxed. Alright, so as you can see, we have all the game components out here. And before we get any deeper into this review, I just want to say I am sorry for the quality of the video. I don't have the best webcam. This is my first time really doing an unboxing review sort of video. So again, sorry about that. But please stick around. I feel like I have some important things to bring up about this guy. Or girl, I should say. Alchemist is a girl. Says so in the leaflet. But anyways, some interesting things about this character. The whole board layout is kind of interesting, very unique. I haven't really seen anything like it before. And I own literally all of the Dice Stones characters. So, first thing, basic ability, fallback ability, whatever you want to call it. Unique style. Instead of having, we'll start with this actually. On the dice, the white swirls are solution. Those pink H's, I guess, are called composition. And then the sixes are called crucible. So again, for the basic ability, it takes 3 solution and 2 composition. Typically, it would only be solution on most characters or whatever their equivalent to solution is. But it would be like a 3, 4, 5 kind of solution thing. And then each one having different amounts of damage or effects or whatever according to how many dice you have. So I think that's really unique, kind of interesting. I don't mind it. I really do enjoy characters that are a little bit harder to roll, a little bit more interesting with the board design, a little more risky. Just not really afraid to make changes. So I do appreciate that. That's a good change. But I do think it's kind of interesting. They don't have, throughout all their cards, they don't really have too many upgrade cards. It's kind of similar to, who would I say? Not Cursed Pirate, because Cursed Pirate has 0 upgrade cards. Another character with very little upgrade cards. I guess, no, Gambit still has some. I can't think of a character that only has like 2 or 3 upgrade cards at the moment, but very few upgrade cards. Most of their character specific cards are gonna be just in different ability kind of cards. Not really sure what you'd call these. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, here's the card backs, and the cards are the same. The card sleeves are the same as the randomizer. So, very interesting. Very cool design. I like it. For the tokens, we got a few of them. So, we have these are the acrylic sets. And I'll talk about my dislikes with the acrylics, but I'll try to show them off one by one. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. I'll set them out on the board. You can see them. So, all the potions, they have their own unique abilities. I'll try to focus this best I can. Alright, Punchify. So that would be adding damage to your attacks. Both straight, that it will add some protection on your defense ability. Your defense has no effect other than on 6 you can put potions on your hero board. So a little bit weaker defense. Cleansitude, that will heal or remove a status effect from yourself. You get to choose. And Toxification will inflict poison on a chosen opponent. And then poison being poison. more damage every upkeep. So potions, not super interesting on how you get them. You get them every upkeep phase. You can get one, or if you have the upgraded passive, you can get two potentially. Kind of works similar to Artificer and his synth. You gotta roll a dice, and if you get 4, 5, 6s, then you get two. If not, then it's just one. All these circles, if you didn't already know, or if you couldn't tell, these are where you're going to be putting your potions. You can only put these blue ones on your defense. These green ones you can put on your defense or on your attacks, and I'm pretty sure these purple ones also. Yes, these purple ones may also go on your defense or your attacks. The only one that can only be going on attacks is the Punchify. These have to stay on attacks. They can't go in defense. So that adds a very interesting layer to this character, I feel like. Being able to have an offensive or defensive defense. I just wish there's maybe one more slot here, just so you can really feel the impact of the character. I don't know, that's the biggest thing that limits this character, is just the lack of potion slots. There's 2 right here, 1 right here, 3 right here, 1 right here, 2 right here. So in total you have about 9 potion slots. And I feel like normally for most characters, I guess that would be kind of fine, I suppose. There's no other character like this, so I guess I can't really base off anyone else. But I just feel like there's a lot you can do, but there's not a whole lot you can do optimally. I feel like the best thing to be doing while playing this character is just putting as much Punchify on potion overload, and then just trying to get as much damage you can off of that every time. It is a little bit harder because it is a 3 6s and 1 solution, but I was able to pull off 2 of them, pulling off 13 damage each on the only game I was able to do against Pyromancer. I did lose that game. Pyromancer is just too strong. I don't think this character is necessarily a weak character, but I don't think they can compete with the top tier characters that easily. But this is not a tier list video. This is just a first thoughts discussion video. Okay. Next thing. I do believe this character was rushed. I do believe the lack of character art, if you haven't noticed that either. There's only 2 abilities with character art, and they look fine. They look good. But I don't know if it's just because of these potion slots. I can't remember if other characters with double stacking straights have character art, but these don't. There no character art here, here, none on the straights. So underwhelming in that aspect. It makes the character feel a little less lively and a little bit cheaper, I guess. I don't know. Besides that, I wasn't really a huge fan of the whole neon glowing aspects of this character, but that's just me. I love the dice though. These pink dice, all of the different symbols, they look really neat. I do like the colors on the dice. The light kind of neon teal, blue, green, not really sure. I think that looks pretty cool. But yeah. So for these acrylic tokens, they're not bad, but I will say they don't match what's on the leaflet. And I think if they went with this leaflet design, I would enjoy them a lot more. But right here, they don't have that. They don't have the same appeal, in my opinion. They come off as really, again, cheap, not very sharp, just completely different. And there hasn't been too many times with these acrylic tokens that I disliked the alternate versions, but this set I definitely do prefer the cardboard versions. I even have them right here. I do prefer the cardboard look more. I just like how it glows. It's more one color with a little bit of shading on it. This other one just looks very, I don't know, cheap. That's all I can say. It looks cheap. But I'm not really sure if that's what they intended or if that's what just kind of happened during production. Who's to say? Next thing about this character that I dislike is how, let me find the card. On every card that shows a 6, let me find it. Oh man, I had it a second ago. Anyways, I have one right here. It might be a little hard to see. So if you can look here, if this focus is good enough, you can see at the bottom here on this concoction card, the dice icon for the 6 also includes the 6. Alright, and this is the only hero that I have. I've never had this issue with any other hero, any other character. Their cards showing the 6, and it's really not a big deal. It doesn't affect the gameplay, it doesn't affect anything. It's just consistency. I think it's really important for all characters to stay consistent rules wise and just display so there's not any confusion and it just looks nicer that way as well. Again, it doesn't really affect the gameplay. It just feels rushed, feels like it was overlooked or just forgot about. And I feel like that should be changed. The only card that does not have the 6, that's also on the upgrade cards. I just can't seem to find one. I don't want to dig through here, but it is on all the upgrade cards as well. Except this is the only card, the promo card does not have that 6 with the 6 on it. But that doesn't mean this one's good either. If you look up here, the font size on this refill is way small. I noticed that almost immediately as soon as I saw this card. It is way smaller than any other card in the game. Like, you can even compare it just by looking at this. About the same length and text. You can clearly see, even though the camera quality is kind of poor, this card is a lot more bolder, a lot more visible than this card. And even looking on the back of this, man, I'm sorry the camera quality is so poor. You can kind of see that the refill right here touches the borders, or it gets a lot closer to the borders than it's actually showed on the card. So another thing that just makes it feel rushed and just forgotten about. I won't talk about the figure too much. Here's the figure if you want to look at it. I feel like it was fine. I think it's fine. Most of the figures are okay. It's kind of hard to make sure they're all uniform when you're trying to mass produce them, but the only thing I don't like is just a lot of white on these bottles. Even on the display for the advertisement, it shows a lot less. It's supposed to be like almost like full. I don't know, but again, I don't really care. I don't really care about the figures too much. I don't use them that much. But yeah. So again, this video isn't really discussing tier lists. It's just kind of first looks, first kind of impressions. And I'm definitely still excited to play this character. I'm just a little disappointed in the few oversights that were made. And I really don't believe that they did this on purpose, considering how every other character doesn't have any issue. I haven't seen any issue like this in the past. I just really think they just try to rush this character out for holidays, even though we release it in January. I'm not really sure. So yeah, please comment on this video. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me your first impressions. If you've gotten the character and if anything's different, if I missed anything. But yeah, it just makes me really sad to see that all the other characters being put out and like having really good quality, and then this guy I was excited for, but just didn't quite meet my expectations. And this is it's the first time it's happened. So again, please share your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else you guys noticed. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see ya.